Oh, hello, hello. Goodness gracious. I thought I had my I thought I had my mic. Oh yeah, I do have my mic. Let me get myself situated here. Keep that right there. Well, welcome in, welcome in. It is Fun Day Friday. Yes, it's Fun Day Friday. I am your host, said Larry J. Please make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, that notification button so you know when I pop my little bitty head up and and have something to say. That's why I'm called Said Larry J. So come on in, go in the kitchen, get you something to eat. We have bar taco. Yes, I was earlier. I was on earlier today. I was gonna go on yesterday, but I did not. So let's see here. Anywho, now when you hire people that's supposed to help you, I could not get over this assistant actually brought me a glass of water and it had prints on it. We had to have a long coaching session over that because you don't bring nobody no glass of water, especially. And this is for some of you pastors and some of your armor bearers, which hopefully they wouldn't do this. And you bring in someone some water and then prints are all on it. I don't want to see prints on it just smeared up. I don't know. Oh, that's why you have to be mindful when you hire people. But we got that squared away. Today, see, I'm gonna be Mr. HR. This is Fun Day Friday. Welcome in. Just go in there, just sit down. Um, Fun Day Friday. Be mindful of who you hire on this Friday. Some of y'all ain't thinking about anything. I had went into one establishment. Everybody was like cool, chill back, and like relax. Like okay, everybody just chilling, thinking. And I'm saying to myself, everybody is so relaxed here because it's Friday. Nobody's not thinking about no meetings. Nobody not thinking about no customers. Bump the customers. That's why when they come in, y'all don't get half of y'all stuff done. Speaking of half of the stuff and employees, today I'm going to be Mr. HR today. So I had came across an article, or should I say, an article has came across to me about people that are anti-vacuum. And so I just want to let you all know, yes, I've put on my HR hat today. I just want to let you all know, based upon the article, some of you that you don't have your vacuum cleaners, and you know what? I should go get me some. I have a taste for some juice. No, I think I won't do that yet. But those of you that you have not gotten your vacuum cleaners, you don't know if you want to drink Welch's grape juice, Welch's mango juice, Welch's pomegranate juice. You don't know which one of those you want to get. Well, I came across an article. See, I have to put a spin on this because y'all don't like reading or doing. Some of y'all don't anyway. Like keeping up with all of this stuff. So, came across an article. For those of you, if you choose not to get the vacuum cleaner, Welcher juice, whatever, more than likely you'll be looked at paying higher premiums or higher insurance at your employment. So you may get to opt out, and at the same time, yeah, you have to pay. Or more than likely, it depends on what company you with. They may have to follow sync with the HR process. That's why I'm here. They have to follow sync with the HR process. And some of you may have questions of what does the HR process entails. This it's a pink slip because what they have done was it's really a clever way on how you actually get someone to do what you ask them to do. You kind of incorporate it in regulatory compliance policies and procedures. And then you tell these companies, if you don't fall suit and you don't follow in formation, well, we're going to take your funding from you. Now, with that being said, when you actually do that, this is simple. It's just like when I talked about this morning, talked about earlier today. It's simple. Whenever you, those of you that have children, whenever you try to tell your child not to do something, don't do this, don't do that, you need to stay away from them. They ain't no good for you. They trifling. They not good peoples. And whenever you tell them what to stay away from, whatever you tell them not to do it, whatever you tell them you shouldn't do this, whatever you tell them not to do that, whenever you tell them not to do what you need to do is, well, people have a tendency to do the opposite because you infringing upon their freedom. So let me tell you what in the article it said. Cereal bar, pull up article. So in the article it stated, one of the psychologists stated, more than likely their trigger what psychologists call reactance. In other words, when individuals sense threat to their freedom of action, they become motivated to restore that freedom. If you don't know what that means we would do by any means necessary. Doesn't that sound like a familiar phrase? We'll do by any means necessary to get that freedom back. Often by attempting to do the very thing that is prohibited, or by refusing to adhere to the recommended behavior. Now, with that being said, that's how that is. That's why you have all of these people, which I always say to not emphasize. That is your choice. That is your choice, your option. Now, the president ain't making it your choice. He ain't making it your choice. But as far as me, I'm not the one implement. I'm not the one that's implementing the well, if I'm Mr. HR, I mean I have to keep my job, but that is our president of the United States of America that is implementing and that have signed the executive order. Because if you go back to last year, when governors were signing these executive orders and signing curfews and saying you need to be in the house by this time, you don't need to go to the grocery store by this time, what were people doing? People were still out having parties. People were still trying to go to the club. People were making their own clubs in the house. People didn't even know it was an executive order, especially in Georgia. People didn't even know it was an executive order out. What executive order? I didn't know we had to be in the house by 9 o'clock. Where did you get that from? It's all on the news. Didn't you see? This is the same thing that is happening. Kind of a little different because this is implemented according to your jobs. And that's pretty much what happens if you don't decide what vacuum you want to get under our president, because he made this an executive order because he want everyone to be saved. And I say again, that is your discretion, that's your option. I don't know what underlying conditions you have. I don't know what prerequisite pre-existing conditions you have, so that is on you. So on that note, just make sure, because you don't want to, whatever you decide, they talking about giving out pink slips. And oh yes, and you have 75 days to get all of this done. So from reading in the article, it stated around the middle part of November, because they already starting to enforce. They're going to be full speed ahead. So they're going to, speaking of enforcing, make sure this weekend is going to be a great weekend. Now, if it rains, don't take it out on me, because I didn't go to school to be a meteorologist. I just look up in the sky and say the sun going to be out. So make sure this weekend, spend some time with your children as well. Take them out and, even sit them on the sofa. They 14, 15, 10, 19, and sit them down and read the Three Little Pigs booklet to them, or read Aladdin to them. Some of them already operating on how Aladdin did operate. That was before he became Prince. Boo boo. So make sure you spend some time out. I did a whole live on that, on spending time out this weekend. But I'm about to get off of here and get me a bite to eat. Because the last time I ate was breakfast this morning. And I just came from outside because I had me a taste for some great American cookies. I should go get one and eat it in y'all face. You know, it's just something to celebrate. Get something to celebrate. It's been a long week. When I tell you it's been a long week, doing nothing. It's been a long week. But I'm grateful. You all should be grateful too. I should do a live on being grateful. You can pretty much do a live on anything that you want to do because it just if people tune into it. If I was up here talking about somebody shot out in the head, then it would get somebody all tuned in. Cause it's something. Cause people really don't want to hear about no good news. I guess that's why when you look at the news, they always be talking about people heads getting sliced off, blown off, and then you have people making their own careers, and they decide. I guess people say, well, hey, if I can't make my career the normal way, I just stand in the middle of the martyr tribe and make my career and make my rap song. They'll listen to me. Somebody hear me. I get on the train. I will shout out on the top of the roof. So shout out to all the hustlers, because it is some hustlers out there. When I tell you, I have encountered a lot of hustlers. They be trying to get their money. And some of the stuff that they be asking for, I'm like, you're not, oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Stay in till I get off live. Oh. Okay. Well, other than that, I'm going to keep this live short and simple and sweet. Please make sure if you did when you came on, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notifications button so you know when I come on live, like I did today earlier. Let me see. Like, subscribe, notification, and share. Share it with someone. So that, I was thinking about today. I was thinking about reading little children books online. Cause cause little children be liking me. For some reason, little children be thinking that I'm some type of clown. They just be laughing at me. I don't know whether it's my facial expressions or my emojis that I have going on here, but I don't know what the deal is. But I'm gonna get off from here. You all have a great night and great weekend. Make sure you say your prayers, cause some of these people are shot out in the head out here. So you have to say prayed up, prayed up, prayed up in Jesus' name. You all have a great weekend. Bye. Oh, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.